Hello everybody, welcome to Subnautica. There isn't much to say about this game, except for it's fairly addicting. I've played so much of this game, it's stupid. It's not stupid that I've played the game, but it's stupid how much time I've spent in this game. It's so cool. It is just in early access, and I can't believe how much more they're actually going to add to the game. I don't know. I like it as it is, but there are some bugs to tweak out every now and then. There are a couple bugs that I'm going to have to deal with that I know of just normally playing through the game. But other than that, let's start a new game, and we're going to want to do survival. And my computer may die trying to load the initial cutscene that you have going in through the game, because my computer sometimes does not like running this game. Just having a sip of brisk. It's very good. Try it if you haven't. It's basically iced tea. Okay, we're loading in. Maybe not. Sorry about my squeaky chair, guys, as well. I need to spray some WD-40 on this or something. I'm back. That didn't really work out, so we're gonna click survival again, and hopefully it will work this time. Survival. Loading. This game may crash at any time. That's not what it says, but that's basically what happens. Oh, shh. Ooh, here it is. Bonk. Okay. And I'm in. I wasn't controlling the camera, by the way, if anyone got sick from that flailing movement of the camera. Okay. So, if not a lot of you know what's going on, basically, we were in this ship. It's a mining vessel called the Aurora. I'm not sure where it was headed. Maybe we just kind of fell, something happened. We fell into the atmosphere and crashed. I'm guessing that we were going towards that planet over there, which is kind of like a moon, to mine, because the Aurora is a mining vessel. So basically, what we have to do in this game, so far, is we have to gather some supplies. Or this is what I normally do. I gather some supplies and I make a base. And that's really all you really have to do. I'm saying really way too much. That's all you have to do in the beginning of this alpha, is just kind of survive out here on your own. There's a lot of stuff that you can do, but I'm going to start babbling and kind of start collecting some material. This metal scrap can be used. Oh geez. My FPS just shut down to like 3 there for a minute. It's not tuned too well. It's probably because I'm trying to record it as well. Ooh. And it's telling me what to do, but I already know how to play. So the first thing that I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to grab a knife, which I'm going to go in here. I have a message. These aren't these aren't really messages right now. It's just kind of like a test. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this fabricator. I'm going to go into basic materials and I'm going to make some titanium. Now titanium is basically everything in this game. You have to have titanium for almost everything that you craft, that you build, or any of that stuff in this game. So you're going to need a lot of it. Always have some in store, or you're going to be finding yourself running around a lot like I do, because I'm always spending it all and not saving any of it. Okay, so I'm going to grab a nutrient block. Yeah, it's going to keep telling me that. I just have to do that. It's just like a test that the game developers are doing, I'm guessing, to add something in later in the game. I grab this nutrients block, I'm going to eat it, and it filled up my hunger again. Now, to make a knife, a survival knife, I'm going to have 1 titanium and 1 silicon rubber. The way to get silicon rubber is to get, they've changed this recently in the last update. It's creepvine seed clusters now instead of creepvines. So I'm going to have to swim over here into this creepvine field thing. Oh, and there's already an enemy. That's a stalker. He'll come over and kill you really quick if you're not careful. So there's a lot of stuff you have to do. There's other resources in these like little sandstone like little things that you mine out. They're all called different things, and some they yield different ores and stuff, but it's also randomly generated of what you'll pick up. So it's kind of strange.
Emergency. 10 seconds of oxygen remaining.
And this is one of the things that I hate in the beginning of the game, is that you have to keep submerging for air or you're gonna die from lack of oxygen. Now, I have a problem with this for some reason. I kill myself a lot in this game because I'm forgetting to submerge and breathe, or I just don't have enough time. I've swam too far down and I don't have enough time to resubmerge. But I should be able to change that once I build an extra air tank, oxygen tank. So let's swim back here. I have some creepvine clusters. Now these guys over here, I can't remember what they're called, but I think they're called gas pods. But basically if you swim too close to them, they basically pop out all these bubbles out of their butt, and they poison you. So you kind of, they're not dangerous to the point where they'll swim after you and attack you, but they are very dangerous if you're not careful around them. So let's get this silicon rubber. I'm going to grab some titanium, personal tools. I'm going to build a survival knife. So now I can harvest like coral and that kind of stuff. Throw all this junk back in there. I'm out of space for all this junk. I could use some water though, so it's always good just to have a little bit of titanium on you. What I actually could do right now, I already have the equipment. I can create some glass with this quartz, and then I can go into personal and then make another oxygen tank. Adds 30 seconds of oxygen. As you can see down in the corner here, I don't know if you can see my mouse, but in the bottom left corner you have oxygen, health, food, and water. And you have to keep all of those fairly reasonably high. Health in particular, you don't want to get killed out here. There's a lot of things that can kill you though. Lack of oxygen, different creatures, no food and no water can also kill you pretty quickly if you're not paying attention to it. And the thing is that I don't like about this game, and I wish they'll change, is that, or maybe they have changed it, but I haven't hit 0 on my water or food in a long time. But when I first played this, I had no idea what to do. It was kind of like this first thing for, oh geez.
Increased local radiation levels. Trend is consistent with ongoing degradation of the Aurora's dark matter drive core due to damage sustained during collision. Continuing to monitor.
So basically what that just said is it's saying that something is not right with the Aurora's engines, and they're leaking radiation into the sea. This would become a problem once the ship does actually explode. and that's when all the radiation gets released into the water. So you kind of have to be careful because you don't want to be too close to the aurora once it explodes, because there's radiation and that can also kill you. Okay, so next, oh geez, and that's another thing that I don't like. You can walk around in this thing and the thing gets smaller and bigger as you go, and you can't really exit very easily. It's a little wonky. Next thing I like to get is a scanner. So I'm going to have a battery and two titanium. A scanner I can there's these, I'm talking really fast. It's the only way I know how to explain things. Let me try to slow down. There are these little fragments, kind of look like safes, and you scan those using your scanner to unlock things that you can build. Not like, well, some of them can be crafting wise, like in that crafting table back there, and some of them can be like actual vehicles and things like that. I'm just gathering the stuff that I need for 2 batteries. Copper is another thing that I find myself losing a lot of every time I play. There's another copper. So batteries require 2 of these acid mushrooms and then 1 copper each. So, and batteries basically power, oh geez, power everything in this game, so you're gonna have to have a lot of batteries. Okay, so if we go into electronics, there we go, we can make some batteries. And again, sorry about my squeaky chair in the background. What? I thought I picked up another copper, didn't I? Oh, I had silver. Oh, lucky enough, I have some copper in here that I can use. And I still don't know a lot about the game. I know most of it from other playthroughs that I watch of other YouTubers. That plate, no, that's not what I want. Where is it? Oh, jeez. That's another thing. If you click out, just leave. So when you're trying to like quickly maneuver through, you can get popped out. Okay. So on with my rambling. Got a scanner now. I can go around, and the scanner isn't just used for fragment. Oh geez, got dark real quick. It's just, I can just pop out a flare around my local area, and it should light up this area a little bit. Kind of remind me where I need to head back to. Okay, so alright, the first thing that I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to go around and I'm going to have to find fragments for solar panels, because solar panels are the easiest way of getting electricity for bases and such. Let me just see what other stuff I can create right now. I'm going to have to build a habitat builder at some point, a welder at some point, and then there's something that I haven't unlocked yet called the Sea Glide that I have to unlock at some point as well. But at this point in the game, it's basically go around, gather a bunch of stuff up that you're going to need, and just use it. What? What's going on here? Oh, that only needed 1 battery. Okay, cool. So I have a battery for another thing that I have to craft later. I don't really need this creepvine cluster right now, because they're always spawning over here, so I can just open up this and just drop it out here. Did I drop it? I did. I just untextured things for like out in the open just turn into little boxes right now. You can see the shadow of it. I have no idea where it actually is. See this little shadow right here? It's probably up on the surface flooding. Yeah, there it is. It's just a little creepvine seed, and it has the... Okay, yeah, your message. They just have the item image on like a box. Right, I'm just gonna do that so that doesn't keep beeping in my face. And this, for some reason, the sparks are here. They don't really injure you at all. Okay, so I'm gonna go out and see if I can pick up some more. And this is another bug as well. Sometimes all of the animals around you get stuck, and then you have to kind of swim near them for them to start going. Oh geez, I'm getting too close to those guys. They're right in the way of progress. You guys are in the way of progress. You guys are literally Hitler. Okay. Go down, see if I can see anything. I want to be careful of this, because this will shoot hot air up, and it will injure me if I'm too close to it when it goes off. There's a lot of things that you have to be careful when you don't have the right tools or equipment in this game. A lot of stuff can go wrong for you really quick. Swim up. You know one thing I could build? I could build fins, which will help me swim a little bit faster. And I think all you need for that is 2 silicon rubber, so I'd have to pick up 4 of these sacky things. This is basically all it's going to be for the first couple episodes, is me running around trying to gather stuff for radiation. Yeah, and it's telling me what to do here. I'll just cut this one so it's happy. I can eat that. I can go around, just kind of pick up different materials that I'm going to need to build stuff. I might actually just do like a speed run of this first episode. A little bit of it of me at this segment just swimming around and finding stuff that I need and maybe cutting it up so it shows me creating the fins, or I don't really know how I'm going to play it out just yet. But I might do that for future episodes where I'll just speedrun it really quickly. I am planning on making a Fallout 4 video as well later today, so be aware of that coming out. Dump this salt in there because I don't really need it right now, and that quartz. What? I only got 3. Dang it. This is another thing. I make mistakes a lot in this game, and then I have to go and fix my mistakes, and sometimes that can take a very long time to fix your mistakes in this game. I'm rambling on because I don't know what to say. It's hard. Oh, yes. Stalker tooth. 2 stalker teeth. Yes. Apparently they changed like the drop rates of these stalker teeth to really high, because I could never find any of these anywhere when I was playing in the last update. Or in the oh god, no, go away, go away, go away. I don't want to pick up the creep vine, I want to stab this guy. Stab the fool. Oh! Just eat that. I don't need it in my inventory. Break this silver. You're gonna need a lot of silver for more advanced stuff, because you have to have a lot of that for let me just see if I can swim out of here real fast. Get my oxygen back. You need silver for computers and I think wiring kits as well. So be on the lookout for titanium, copper, and silver. You don't have to be on the lookout for gold at this point in time, but you will later when you're playing. I don't need all of that. I just need 4. Or do I? I don't know. I'm confused. I put so much time into this game and I don't know much about it. Okay. Another thing you're going to want to look out for, but is nowhere in the vicinity of how far I can travel out right now, is lithium. And you have to have that for plasteel ingots, which a lot of bigger things like submarines take to build. And once you get into base building, there's a hull integrity of your bases, and you're going to have to build reinforcements on the walls of your base using lithium. So you're also going to want to be on the lookout for that. Okay, so let's turn this scrap metal into titanium. I can make... Okay, so I can make 2 silicon rubber. I hope I gathered the right thing, because I'm not sure if you need other stuff other than just silicon rubber. No, you don't. Okay. So I have fins now. This
Continued degradation of the Aurora's drive core may cause a quantum detonation. Calculating Requesting risk assessment. Death by malnourishment, 7%. By physical injury, 11%. By exposure to radioactive crash site materials, 19%. If the drive core is breached, probability of death increases to 65%.
Okay, so that was just explaining again that the drive core, or the engine, is getting worse and worse in like stability, so I have to be careful about that. I have so much creep vine. I don't even need it. Get out of here. Get out of my life. Okay. So what to build next? Really, as I said before, the only thing I can do is just go around and find... I don't think that the little fragments come out until the aurora explodes, so I'm just gonna kind of stay around here, around my little escape pod, and just wait until it explodes and before I travel out too far. Future me, cut out this part and just wait for the thing to explode. It's probably not going to happen, but I just like talking to myself because I'm a weird person. Anyway, if anyone else has Subnautica, write it down in the comments below how much you like it. I have it on Steam, so I have a thing that tells me how many hours I've played. I don't know if you can buy it off like a Subnautica website or whatever, but yeah, just tell me how many hours you think you've played, because it's quite addicting and I play a lot of it. Another thing that I can do with the scanner is just to scan the life forms and stuff. I don't really have to do this, but it's kind of a, like, it doesn't add anything to the gameplay, but you have like a little data bank of all the stuff that you've scanned, so I just like to do that just to kind of have a image of... I like doing that for enemies as well, because when you scan them, you can it kind of tells you how difficult they may be and to avoid them or not avoid them if they're peaceful. Or I cannot pick anything up. Gosh. What was that? Said I could scan some... Ooh. No, you stay away. I'll stab you. I'll shank you right here, right now. Let's go. Oh. What? Sand shark? Why are all these biomes right next to my spawning area? Normally they're a short submarine trip out of the way, but apparently I'm rubbing my ear, so I'm messing up with my microphone and headphones. Normally they're a distance away, so you're safe from all these creatures at the beginning of your game. Come here, peeper. So you don't really have to deal with them. More copper, that's good, that's good. Titanium. Got some quartz. You always need quartz. A lot of stuff that you need, almost everything in this game. Salt, not so much, unless you're planning on making like a lot of bleach. Stalker tools you want to grab if you're planning on making a submarine. That voice is gonna get on my nerves. Alright, let's see if we can swim back. I have no oxygen again. It's gonna start blacking out. That's another thing. Later in the game I can upgrade my my air tanks so I can hold more air in them, which will be nice, and I won't have to listen to that woman go, 30 seconds of oxygen remaining. Please, quickly. Don't be an idiot and stay down here for much longer. You're gonna suffocate. I want to save that nutrients brick that I have in the storage unit for later, because it's kind of like an emergency eat me and restore almost everything kind of thing. And it brings up 75 food, so I brought in a peeper that I can cook. And hopefully this will sustain my lust for food a little bit longer. I have a lot of stuff on me. I'm gonna have to start building a base, not just to have power or whatever, because that won't be the case, but for, like, I won't have power in it. Oh, okay, that's the multi-purpose room. It's just untextured here for some reason. But anyway, I'm gonna build a couple of those so I can put some lockers down. Could I actually put a wall-mounted locker in here? Let me see. I have to build the habitat builder, which will take a computer chip and a battery. Computer chip. I have everything but table coral. And you can do that by get table coral by coming up to here. No, that's common coral. These are table coral. Silly me. What did it say? I only needed 2. Normally I have a lot better FPS in this game. I normally have around 65 FPS, but I don't know if you can see it, but I've used Steam and turned on a thing in the top left-hand corner of my screen that displays my FPS, and right now it's only at like 45. So, right. So electronics computer chip. I actually don't know how long I've been recording for, but I'll probably chop this up into 2 episodes if it gets too long. Too long. There's my battery. So we can now construct a habitat builder. There we go. You're gonna need a lot of titanium, a lot of titanium to build a little area. So let's make some glass because a hatch requires glass to build, and let's find a suitable area for us to build this base not too far away from that, because I need that fabricator, aka crafting table, in that place right now. Because I don't have power. I won't have power in this base for a long time, probably. Oh! No, please. Hello? Ah! Oh. Game freeze. Okay, it fixed itself good. Let's see if I can find a... Probably be nice. Building right into this little hill. Oh my gosh. Help. What has happened? Why did that happen? I was in the ground. Oh no, I trapped a rabbit ray down here. Get out, little buddy. Come on, there you go.
Warning, 30 seconds of remaining.
This woman. Okay. Oh, and that wasn't me breathing for air. That kind of was. Just took another drink of my brisk here. So good. See, I have hull integrity, and if that goes low, it will not be good. Okay, so I'm going to build a hatch off to the side here, because it's really the only place that I have. It has no power right now, but I'm going to put a fabricator in it anyway. Just so when I do... No, that's a bad place to put it. I want to put it... Where do I want to put it? I want to put it on this side because I'm not going to dig into the massive volcano area. So I'll put it over here. On this wall. Okay, I'm going to put some wall lockers down. There we go. I can rename those. Normally I name one just tit because I don't know how to spell titanium fully. And then just junk. And then do I have enough? I do have enough. I'll make another wall locker for ore. Alright. I'm probably just going to store my junk here for now. Salt, stalker tubes, table coral, that kind of stuff, because I need all of my crafting materials up here in my base, my escape pod. So I'm gonna see if I can build a beacon. Now I think a beacon requires a copper wire, which requires 2 copper ore. So I'm gonna have to try to find some copper ore. somewhere around here. There's titanium, copper, nice. There's a little lump.
Warning, 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
It's just titanium. Grab this quartz while I'm down here.
Warning, local radiation.
Oh, here we go.
It's
exploding. Come on. Swim faster. Is it exploding now or is it exploding later? I think it's exploding later. Yeah, it's exploding later. Okay. Okay. So let me just double check. Deployables beacon. Okay, I need 1 copper wire. And I need 2 copper ore to make 1 copper wire. So let's make this beacon. I always like to put a beacon down next to my bases. Not just because I think I'm going to lose it. Because I'm clearly not going to lose it because I have basically another beacon right there telling me where my escape pod is. But just because I like to know where to be pointing to go to my base and around how far it is. There we go, push. It pops out, and I'll just keep that labeled B1 for right now, for base 1. I'm guessing that is, or beacon 1. This game would probably have it. So let's think about, can't build much right now. Again, because I have no fragments, and the fragments come out when the aurora explodes. So I'm going to cut to the part where the aurora does explode. So basically I'm just going to be walking around. I'll probably go gather some more materials, but I'll probably just go gather food and stuff so I can sustain myself while waiting for my ship to explode. So I will see you in a bit. Ah, here we go. I don't think that you get injured because I've never actually seen this before. No, never actually stood on top of the thing. I'm just gonna be quiet now.
7, 6, 5, 4,
Oh.
3, 2.
Oh. Oh. Wow. That went big. That was pretty cool though. Oh, I already hear the radiation ticks. It isn't giving me the radiation warnings though, so that's good. Wow. I've seen like the original ship and then I've seen it now, but I've never actually seen it go off before because I've always been underground, like just farting around trying to like collect materials or whatever. Okay. So now, since that happened, there should be fragments all around the world that I'm going to start collecting in next episode. I'm going to leave it off at that hull explosion. I didn't do much while I was gone. It took about 5 minutes after I cut it out, just waiting around. I made another oxygen tank. I went around and I scanned a couple pointless things. Made a first aid kit because we were a lot lower than that. Because I got attacked by a one of those toxic fart guys. Those guys. I swam past one of those without thinking and kind of got injured. So I'm going to leave it here. And next time we'll go on the hunt for fragments. See if we can get a sea moth, fragments, some sunroof, no. Sun absorbing, making energy, that thing. Solar panel fragments. See if I can find some of those. And just other fragments in general. But that's all for today. I will see everyone else next time. Thank you, and goodbye.